Yo, what up? Today I'm gonna redo my steering wheel on my car. I got this steering wheel cover right here from my E46, not that, that's my wife's car. That car right there, my steering wheel looked like shit in that car. So I got this whole leather cover I gotta sew on. I ain't no damn seamstress, but I'm about to figure this out. And if I can do it, you could do it too. But right now, my steering wheel looking a little bad in here. I know there ain't no lights in here at the moment, but look at that. It's all eaten up. It's looking bad. So stick with me. I'm gonna show you how to take the steering wheel off the car, and I'm gonna sew a new steering wheel on. I don't know what I'm doing. So step one, get you a damn drink. Work with me now. I got me a little vodka, and we're about to do the damn thing on that car, not that car. That car. Step one is disconnect your battery. Or make a drink. That's up to you. I think it's part of both of them. Make a drink, disconnect your battery. I'm not going to show you me disconnecting my battery because, well, I dropped my socket back there and it took me a second to dig it out from under the battery. Step one, disconnect the battery, make a drink, do the damn thing. Hopefully the job goes down as smooth as this drink goes down. Got me a little vodka. Step two, though, if you reach your hand back here behind your steering wheel, you can feel these little slits. You'll feel them. You need to take your screwdriver and you stick it in that slit and you'll feel a spring. You got to stick your screwdriver in almost straight sideways, not in, but sideways, and you can feel this spring clip and you push it over and look, I just loosened this. So now I'm going to stick it in from the other side, sideways, until I feel something with a little spring. There it is. And look at that. Look at that. There it is, just like that. Flathead screwdriver. And let me get y'all down. So, these are the springs you're looking for. Spring here and a spring here. So when you stick the screwdriver in from the side, it'll undo it from the clips and you'll be able to pull this out. Now that it's undone, I am going to take these two off. And I'm going to need two hands to do that. But I'm going to unhook this, and that's that. Now I unhooked the two connectors, and you notice one's black, one's green. There's a green one and a black one, so you can't confuse this. I'm going to set this to the side. So to get your steering wheel off, all you need to do now is undo that nut. And that is a 16 millimeter. And if you can't figure out why you ain't got a 16 millimeter, is because a 5/8, I'm having trouble seeing it, 5/8 is a 16 millimeter. So 5/8, 16 millimeter, put that in there. I had to use two hands to undo that, but I brought y'all right back. I'm still undoing the nut. There's the nut in the middle, bolt, not a nut. Nut is what I am. Throw that to the side. There is the 5/8 or 16 millimeter nut, and your steering wheel is just going to pull off. Usually with two hands, but hey, I'm recording this and I'm shaking y'all. There it is. And I just want y'all to see. Oh, I just broke my clock spring, didn't I? There's a thing. I just put that on this car. That's brand new. Anyway, before I go inside with this, I wanted to show you that there is one groove that is bigger than the rest. So you don't have to worry about putting this on crooked or not. I just kind of undid my clock spring. There it is. And my clock spring is brand new. Or maybe not. I bought it off eBay. But there's a groove down there and a groove in here. So you don't have to worry about putting your steering wheel on crooked. But I'm going to bring this inside into the air conditioner and try and rewrap it. And we'll see what's up. Now I'm going to take a T20 Torx and remove these screws on each side. Now that ain't part of the instructions, but I think it's just going to be easier for me to wrap this if I remove all these covers off. So, and not only that, if you remove the covers off, you could wrap this. So I got mine wrapped carbon fiber. You can do whatever you want once you remove all this. So that's a T20. Almost forgot, you would think this is my first time. Look, after you undo them screws right there, look, first of all, this is an M Sport wheel. It comes off your ZHP, or if you're on the other side of the pond, your M Sport. there's two T20s back here, so you got to undo them T20s there. But once you undo them, then you can pull this off. I ain't undo them. Almost broke my shit. Don't do that. So anyway, after you do a T20 here, a T20 there, two T20s in the back, and drink enough vodka, then you can pull this shit off right there. Boom. Now I'm going to try and wrap this steering wheel. We're going to figure it out. I don't know how to sew. I ain't no damn seamstress, but here we go. Alright, so a couple things real quick. I just realized they sent me the wrong shit. It was supposed to be perforated on the side, leather up top. It's not. It's leather all the way around. But it's got my name written right there, and that's pretty freaking cool. So I'm never selling this car, but if I ever do and somebody takes the steering wheel and the cover off, they're going to have my name right there. That's awesome. They sent me this shit. Got me a little stuff. I'm about to try and sew like a damn seamstress. Maybe I can get my wife to do this for me, but right now I can't do a damn thing. And I'm talking a little fast, and that's just the way it is. Get you a drink. I'm not even joking. I'm trying to figure this out. They tell me to take this double-sided tape and stick it to the inside of the leather wrap so I can hold it on the steering wheel right here. And that is what I'm doing. And I know this video is not like what you're trying to see, but I'm really hoping you're just getting as entertained as I am, because I don't think this is going to work out. I'm trying to figure it out my damn self. I don't feel good about this. But if it turns out good, boom, let's do the damn thing. So I'm following the instructions, and I got the double-sided sticky tape on here, and I started sewing. I sewed this one piece so far. The instructions don't give you any tips on how to sew, so it ain't perfect. But look at it. It's going to look nice when it goes all the way on, I think. I wish they would have given me the right one with the perforated sides, but this is going to look better than what it did. I sewed this side up now. I'm getting a little better at sewing. Just the top left to do now. I am definitely getting better. Stitches look pretty good in there. So I'm not really showing the stitching that I'm doing, because besides it being tedious and stuff, I don't want to give anybody, like, show them the wrong way to do it. One of y'all might be much better at sewing than I am, so... But what I'm going to end up doing here is kind of using their holes and just going back and forth through it. And I have one more whole thing of string here. So once I get all the way around it and I still got a lot of string left, I might go back and forth with a kind of cross stitch pattern. I'm trying to look at the factory. It's too dark to really see. There it is. They have a very interesting stitch there. I did this side first, and it doesn't look great. I did this side second. It looks a lot better. And then I got to the top and I did some extra stuff. A little dark to see, but we'll see how this turns out. Regardless, it's going to be better than it was, and I'm going to have me a brand new looking steering wheel on my car. So I sewed this side from the seam down, and I did a really good job. So I started filming myself doing this side from the seam down, and I did not do a good job. So I am not going to show y'all the horrible job I did sewing that. I thought I was getting better, but that does not look better. But all I got left now is just one little top piece, and then we done. This goes back on the car. So I finished sewing across the top here, and I did it in yet a different way, and it actually looks pretty good there. The whole thing's done. I got more thread though, so I'm going to run some more thread in some of the other parts that I've already done. My wife sees me finishing up and asks me, how come you sewed it like that? I'm like, well, I don't know how to sew. I'm looking at the instructions here. They don't give you any instructions. She's giving me tips now, and it's too late. In the back they actually have a little way that kind of shows you. It's not a very good way to show you, but they do also tell you to go to their webpage, their different Facebooks and YouTubes and all, and I guess they may show you how to sew there. But I am done. Time to put it on the car. So I'm here in the garage, and I got the steering wheel all stitched up, and every little bit that I did slightly different. But my wife pointed something out to me. It's like, hey, why you didn't do it like this? And I realized that I was doing it wrong the whole time, and she gave me a tip, and it actually, I see how it's supposed to be sewed now, but I think I did an alright job for not knowing anything. But if I had to do it again, and it seems I'm going to have to because my wife wants me to redo her steering wheel. I don't see nothing wrong with hers, but she wants me to redo hers, and if I had to do it again, I think I could nail it next time. That wasn't that bad. So if you look right here at the bottom, there's a little notch. Lets you know where the bottom of the steering wheel is. And if you look at the back of the steering wheel on the bottom, or just through the hole in the middle, if it ever focuses, you can see there's a groove right there. Right there. That's how you know how to line your steering wheel up. Line up that groove, which is a little difficult for me to do with one hand, but it's going in, you see, there it is, and it went together. That's how you line it up. Also, we'll pull it off again. You'll see there's a point here and a point there. They line up with the holes in the same places here and here. So it kind of goes in one way. You really can't put it in crooked. After your steering wheel is put on, these plugs are kind of self-explanatory. They can only go in one place. These two are going to go in the airbag. This one plugs in here, and this little skinny one here plugs in the other little slot. Really can't mess this up. Unless, of course, you're trying to record while you're doing it. That's in. And also, let me show you this. See the spring in there? When I was telling you earlier about taking a screwdriver and poking it through the hole in the back, you could see I got a screwdriver back here in the hole in the back. See the spring? That's what you're feeling for. See how I'm moving it? That's the spring you could feel the tension on. So when you're taking your airbag off, you feel that. When you're putting your airbag back on, it's just going to snap into place. So I'm going to plug these two in. I'm going to need two hands. I'm holding the camera. But I'm going to plug the green plug into the green slot, the black plug into the black slot, green plug, black plug, plug them in, and then I'm just going to press this in place. Almost skipped a step, and I'm not even drinking. Well, maybe a little. But you got to put the bolt back in. This is that 16 millimeter or 5/8, same thing. Without that in there, you'd have a problem. You'd pull your steering wheel right off. So, steering wheel is now bolted back on. I'm going to tighten that up. And then I'm going to plug those two cables in. 16 millimeter, 5/8, same thing. I'm going to tighten that up and then plug the cables in. Green plug in green slot, black plug in black slot. Can't go any other way. They will not fit. Line it up like this and just push it in. And there it is. Your steering wheel is back together. That's how you remove your steering wheel. That's not how you stitch a new one together, but just showing you that I did it, and if I can do it, you can too. That's how you put your steering wheel back on. Now I got to plug my battery back in, and the last thing I need to do is reset my radio presets. Job done.